There's something about all of that together, the 1930s and Bob Dylan's music. Bob Dylan, of course, is still entirely relevant today, perhaps even more so, and probably playing a concert tonight. Girl from the North Country is set in Duluth, Minnesota in 1934 during the Great Depression, using Bob Dylan's songs in an entirely fresh way. At the beginning, I wasn't really sure about this idea at all. Then one day, I just suddenly had a flash of an image in my mind of a boarding house, and I could see a family living there and guests who were drifting through there. And perhaps if we were able to cloak Bob Dylan's music in the instruments of that time, that perhaps it would free up the songs in some way, and perhaps his songs could reflect the kind of inner portraiture of these characters, and we get to see their stories unfold. It was just a time that I was very interested in, because it seemed like the world was returning to many of the values that seemed to emerge in the 1930s in terms of exclusion, in terms of borders, in terms of intolerance. And I could feel the world seemed to be going in that direction. And I think that Bob Dylan is one of those artists who is something of a prophet, really. The kind of music and songs that he emerged with, especially in the early part of his career, placed him very much as a kind of a leader for ideas and for freedom of expression. And so there's something about all of that together, the 1930s and Bob Dylan's music and what's happening today. And Bob Dylan, of course, is still entirely relevant today, perhaps even more so, and he's out there touring, he's probably playing a concert tonight. And there's just something about that which is incredibly magical.